Alright, what I have here is my 2007 VTX wake setter. It's been my winter project. Done a lot of things to her. I just got her back in November, so I've had her. I went out on her twice, and then it was garage, which totally bites, but you know, it's here. I'm itching for summer. So some of the things I've added, and I know I've had some requests on ballast. I've added two 750 bags on four pumps with two switches. I've added, my Simmons tower speakers, and I've also added Simmons tower lights front and rear. Actually, pretty cool setup. Actually, I'm really impressed with that, and replaced it with the LED light, which makes it real bright and less energy consumption. So let's jump into the ballast bag setups here, so I can show you how they work and what I went through here. I need a flashlight. So, as far as a dash, as far as how I did the switch work, because I've seen, I got a lot of clutter. I didn't want too much clutter, should I say. My EQ, bass control, and my controller radio. I've seen a lot of people mount that right here, and I didn't want to do that. So what I did, I'm going to turn this a little sideways, is I went ahead and I mounted my switches. And I got all my parts through wakemakers.com. They're actually pretty good, but one thing with wakemakers.com, what I would recommend, and I can give you a list, is piece it out yourself, because you can save yourself a ton of money. So what I did with the switches is, you want to fill, you want to drain, you can do that simultaneously on the two switch, which is pretty cool. Or you can do the opposite, so you're not sitting around waiting for it and stuff. And then I did my rear lights for my underwater, my front tower, rear tower, and then I got my blue LEDs going on, which was kind of cool. One of my neatest things I thought was pretty neat, especially for night things and stuff. So ballast. Let's go ahead and jump right in here. I can show you kind of a setup. Okay, so what I did here is I have 4 stock ballast system in the boat, and I wanted to add 750,000 pounds in the corner for that wake surfing. And I get tired of throwing the pump in the water. This way I can do it on the fly, going through the 5-mile-an-hour zone. I'm already starting to fill. So what I did is I paced it out by drawing it out. And then went online on their website and I started ordering parts. So what I did is I put the TY split with a cutoff valve at the bottom of this, right next to the motor. I was kind of concerned about heat at first, but I'm thinking these are going to be full of water, so heat shouldn't be really an issue. Maybe get a little warm, but you're always going to have fresh water in it, so it's always going to be cold, so it's not like it's going to be sitting there. So I did 2 800 pumps on a T split up, because I had to drill a hole in the bottom of the boat, which I wasn't too comfortable doing. You get one shot at it. And then I did 2 check valves, one on each side, and then I ran those over on each side out. So they come on out, and I did quick releases. And one's a fill, one's a vent, obviously. So what I did here is I went ahead and I pumped up this one with air. So you can see it's kind of gone down a little bit, but you get an idea of what the bag would look like when full of water. This is a 750-pound bag, which I think is perfect for this kind of a setup. On the draining aspect, I went ahead and I used all quick releases. It's my pump for my draining, and then the out spout comes out, shoots out that way. One thing you'll have to do, which is really nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, is drill a hole. And it sounds easy, but out. And yeah, you want to make sure you take your time doing this. I did it by measuring the top from the top of the lip up, because you get one shot at this, last thing you want to do is have one crooked. I think that was more nerve-wracking than drilling the one on the bottom, to be honest with you. And then I have a 340 that runs the whole length of the bottom of the boat underneath the seat. So if I don't have enough people, I can really pack on some weight. And then on this side I did similar to the same thing and stuff, and I'm doing the complete opposite as the other side. Your drain pump, and then, you know, pumped out, did the same thing, pumped out the water out the side and stuff. So, and then as far as a water test, this hasn't been tested in the water yet because it's a winter project, but I hooked it up to your plunger that you'd start your motor up, and I turned that sucker on to see what would happen, where my water leaks would occur, and actually it performed flawlessly. I didn't have any issues with that at all. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll answer them and let you know if you have any other additional questions, if something you may see or maybe I've talked about. But that's my 2007 VTX wake setter. Thanks.